Hey people, I'm live. Welcome to the Thursday afternoon stream. A couple minutes late. I had a last minute technical difficulty, but it's all fixed up now. You gotta love when you have those last minute technical difficulties when you're literally about to start your stream. And it's raining. It was not supposed to be raining today. That's why I chose to do the stream today instead of yesterday, because yesterday was continuous rain. And then the forecast for today said no rain. So I thought, okay, I will do the stream on Thursday instead. And guess what? It's raining. Lovely. And I have no umbrella. But I'm here deep in the bowels of the Junction Triangle. And I see we got a good crowd in the chat. Let me see who we got here. We got Advisorit and Carl Roth. Hello, hello. And Susie and Alan K. Kwan. Good day. And I see Sheena and Vivian and 21st Century and Wesley Torres and Whitby Dude and Harjot. I Like to Walk is here. Alan K. Kwan. Hello, hello. Jenny's here. Brad Palmer. Good day, good day. Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Hello. And Marie Palmer. Hello. My apologies if I missed anyone. I'm just kind of looking back through the chat here to see if anyone else said hello. Well, if I did miss anyone, I apologize. I will say hello to you as the stream continues. Hello, International Dave. It's going good. So this rain is really light, so hopefully it's not going to get any heavier. It's been this way for about the last 45 minutes or so. Hey Jenny, $5 right off the bat for the umbrella fund. Thank you very much, Jenny. It's funny, we did pick up a new umbrella in Vancouver, but it went home with Megan, so she has the umbrella, the new umbrella now. So thank you very much for the umbrella fund, $5. Hello, kind kid. Hello, Caleb. How are you? It's been raining in Florida, has it, Kevin? That doesn't sound very Floridian. Hey, James Greenwood. Yeah, I agree, 100%. So this is an old neighborhood sort of surrounded by industrial uses. Several rail corridors pass through the area, and leaving the neighborhood in between them in the shape of a triangle, and that's why they call it the Junction Triangle.
Hey, Alfie! Not gonna like me today!
You know what? I just had a coffee. Yeah.
Wanna be an executor? Wanna cut troubles? You already fucking one. You look like one. Peggy?
There's a dingus across the street.
You won't play with your Disneyland somewhere else.
He's calling me names. But he's yelling at the whole world, basically. I was just another thing for him to yell at. Hey, Robert Grazanio. Hello, hello. And here's the CP rail corridor. Hey, Fat Tony, greetings. Let me just put my hood up here on my hoodie. So we're going to make our way down to Dupont Street, and then we'll start heading towards downtown. It'll be quite a lengthy walk to get downtown. We're pretty much at the edge of the Junction neighborhood also, which is just immediately to the west of here. I'm not even sure what this street is called, you know, it's just a residential street that I sort of wandered up. I'll have to take a look at the street sign up ahead. Dupont Street is more of a main street. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, these old houses are pretty nice. Probably a bit cheaper than the ones closer in to downtown. Okay, Black Alley. Hey, Mike Landry's in the house with a $5 super chat. Good day, Ken, and everyone in the chat. Good day to you, Mike. Thank you very much for the $5. And hello, Colette in New York. Are you in New York City or elsewhere around the state somewhere? Upstate, perhaps? Long Island? Here's a nice old house. I mean, nice because I tend to like these style of houses. Some people might not find this nice. Hey, Kind Kid Channel, 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Here we are, about to hit Dupont Street. Hey, Schnurtchick, hello. Yeah, we have yellow fire hydrants. This was Osler Street. That's what the name of this street was. O-S-L-E-R. And that bridge is part of the West Toronto Rail Path. And I just did a video walking along the full length of the West Toronto Rail Path before starting the stream. I'd never done that before. And we're on Dupont. This now begins the long trek eastward into downtown. This is a street that gets overlooked a lot, even by me. I always tend to find myself on Bloor, College, Dundas, Queen. I don't often come onto Dupont. Hey, Scott Briggs is here, and Gabby, hello. This area is called Up and Coming. Yeah, I've heard that. Rancho Relaxo. I remember a place with the same name being on College Street, I believe. Andy Wood, yeah, I have no idea why they don't do that. Awesome Snurt Chick in Guelph, home of my girlfriend. I'm just going to tie my shoe because I just realized my shoe came untied. All right. I'm wearing my waterproof Vessi shoes. Thomas Brown, yeah, you joined right at the right time. Just getting things underway. And this has been here for quite a while. Last time I walked along Dupont Street, this guy was flopping all over the place back then. Does he ever stop? Does he ever rest? This one, right? Yeah, I know. I was actually going to come over and take a look at it, because I've walked past here a few times and I've always been a bit curious. So this is basically a tiny branch of the public library, just exactly what it looks like. Huh. The kids' space is upstairs, huh? Isn't that neat? And Toronto is known for having one of the best public library systems in the world. There are over 100 local branches in the city, and it's very well funded. You can access all kinds of things through the public library that you would not normally believe you could access through a public library. Hey, Mark Lang, hello. There's Gus Tacos. I think they've been expanding quite a bit. I'm not sure how long this location has been here. Ah, Gabby, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I was a huge fan of going to the public library at one point, but sort of fell off somewhere, and I haven't been going much at all in recent years. Especially when I was a teen and in my early 20s, I would go to the public library and just spend hours in there, just hanging out and looking at all sorts of things. ASMR gravel walk, Schnurchick, really? Well, if I ever come across a big pile of gravel, I'll take us across it, and I won't talk. I did do an ASMR walking through leaves video, where I walked through millions of fallen leaves in Queen's Park, with all the crunching sounds and all that. And I uploaded that thinking, hey, this might be a cool video, maybe people will like this. And nobody watched it. I was like, what? What's wrong with walking through leaves? A Lunar New Year stream, Susie? Yeah, I was thinking maybe that might be possible, depending on what day. What is the exact day? January 21st. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Susie. If it's on a Saturday, it might very well be doable. And I did recently change my phone plan, so I have a lot more data now. Or not now, it doesn't take effect until the 19th, but I've upped my data plan from 40 gigs to 100 gigs for almost the same price, just $5 more than what I'm currently paying for 60 more gigs a month of high-speed data. So I'll be able to do more streams if I want, or longer streams, whatever the case may be. Hey, Mike Kirk, hello. It was just on the Bell website, Alan. I just thought, hey, I haven't looked at the plans lately. Maybe they've added some new things or changed things a bit. And it was there. It was not there the last time I looked. Hey, Sebastian, hello. Here's a new rail bridge they recently constructed here. It's part of the Go RER project. It's pretty neat. You're going to get some pretty awesome views riding the GO train way up there. Can I do a walking on water tour? Sure, no problem. I'll walk us out to the middle of Lake Ontario. Did it stop raining? I think it did. Or maybe not. Oh, it's still drizzling a little bit. Lots of new buildings going up around here. The Galleria Mall site up ahead will be the site of a bunch of new ones. You can see some of them under construction up ahead. While eating a bagel. No problem, Fat Tony. Well, I'd rather have rain than snow, Andy. Lots of birds in this tree. Of course, the big truck has to go by and drown out all the bird noises. Must be like 100 birds in there. Hey, is Alex in the house? Hello, yo Alex. Bolsey Tomsey. Well, depending on how much data you have in your plan and how fast it is. Hello, Judy Boss from the Netherlands. Welcome. And here is Lansdowne Avenue. And that used to be a coffee time across the street. And it was known to be a very sketchy coffee time at that. Now it's Just Right Cafe, if I'm reading that correctly. Looks like a mom and pop place, perhaps. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. If I see a good map, Fat Tony, I'll take a look at it. Of course, all that stuff is readily available online. Oh, is that right, Gabby? Yeah, that corner has had a sketchy reputation for, well, as long as I've been living in the city, and way before then. And this building also has not the best reputation, this older apartment building here. Hey Sunjib, hello. You walk of all sketchy places. Well, I have covered quite a few of them, right, Alan? I've done the east side of downtown areas. I've done the west side areas, including Parkdale, which was once known as sketchy. I've done some of the more far-flung neighborhoods away from downtown that, deservedly or not, just have a reputation, such as Jane and Finch and Crescent Town, Thorncliffe Park. Some of these probably don't deserve their bad reputations, at least not anymore. Everyone has a different opinion on those sorts of things. And I've gone through Regent Park plenty of times. Of course, that's on the east side where I already mentioned. Yeah, I've done that area too. Oakwood Vaughan and Weston Road and Mount Dennis. I've done videos through all those areas. Very expensive indeed, Andy. Very expensive. Those houses on the street where I began the stream, which are just pretty ordinary inner city Toronto houses, even being less expensive than houses in more popular neighborhoods, they're still easily $1 million. More. Once you get to the more popular neighborhoods, you're looking closer to $2 million for a good size old heritage home. Prices are coming down though, so maybe you can get one for 1.5 now, whereas before you would pay closer to 2. Hey, Ida's here. Hello, Ida. So this is part of the Galleria redevelopment here. And this is what's left of the mall, basically. Once upon a time, the Galleria was a, not big, but it was a decent neighborhood shopping mall. Kind of similar to the Dufferin Mall, maybe a bit smaller, not quite as big as the Dufferin Mall. The Dufferin Mall is still going strong though. It's actually doing better now than it was, say, 20-30 years ago. Whereas this one just started becoming more like a dead mall. And it's pretty dead now because it's all but gone. Yeah, there was a Zellers. A 2-room apartment. Like 2 bedrooms or 2 rooms. A 2-bedroom apartment downtown in a new building would cost you at least $2,500 a month. A lot more depending on the building. Away from downtown, you could probably get one for under $2,000 a month. But you have to be way out in the less desirable parts of the city. Hello, Michael Wynn. Oh yeah, Towers was there? Is that right? I remember Towers. My hometown had a Towers. And that Towers became a Zellers. And then that Zellers became whatever that American chain was. What's it called again? And then that didn't last. Yeah, that's right, Alan, Target. is Dupont Street. Hello, Barry Moscow. Happy Thursday. So I guess this is all that's left of the former Galleria. Planet Fitness, Rexall, Freshco, Pet Value, TD Bank, and whatever F45 is. The Toronto Tower Records, it did have a Tower Records right at the corner of Yonge and Queen. It wasn't there very long though. Not like decades or anything. I think less than 10 years. Hello, Barry. Did North Bay have a Stedman's? No, North Bay didn't have a Stedman's. Stedman's tended to locate in the really small towns, like Cochrane, the smaller town where I had family. We would go to Cochrane to visit family. That's 4 hours north of North Bay. They had a Stedman's. North Bay, I think, was too big for Stedman's business model. They tended to locate in the towns with like less than 10,000 people for the most part, at least that I noticed. North Bay had over 50,000 and it still does. Hello, Rainbow Obsidian. Hello. You had one there, Jenny? Yeah. I'm not sure if the Stedman's in Cochrane is still there. Is Stedman's still a thing? Are there any Stedman's left at all? Yeah, because Cochrane has always been in the range of about 4,500 to 5,000 people. And that was their main store, along with Giant Tiger. I think those two were the closest thing they had to a department store. Bancroft, yeah. So Bancroft still has a Stedman's? That's good to know. And that was ear damaging. All those places still have Stedman's, eh? That's good. So I bet you Cochrane still has its Stedman's too then. Hey, Alan K. Kwan, I see $5 burrito fund to start the new year. Thank you very kindly, Alan. Yes, and by the way, this is my first stream of the new year. I went a bit longer after New Year's than I was planning to do another stream. Mostly due to the weather yesterday. Hey, Clifford Taylor, good afternoon. And now it seems to have stopped raining. I'm good. Root beer fund. Speaking of which, I do have to stop off and get some root beer. After the stream, I'm going to try my luck at the Freshco on Sherbourne Street. Because last time I went there, they actually had some. So we'll see if it's still there in stock. Never stop, Novocost, never stop. Oh, hey, 21st Century. I was wondering if something went wrong. I wasn't sure if you tried to send a super chat with that last chat of yours. But I can see now that maybe you were. Thank you very much for the £5 for the root beer fund. 21st Century. Maybe I'll take us right to the Freshco on Sherborne by the end of the stream, where I will go and get that root beer. Hey, John Burke, hello. Hey, Megan's in the house. Hey, Megan, hello. How was your chomp day? Hope it's not too busy. Hey, awesome, Novocost. Yeah, her channel is starting to pick up steam. It's getting closer to 500 subs now, I think. I remember when I hit 500 subs, I thought that was a pretty big deal at the time. But you know I don't like the hot tropical weather. Vivian Johnson, $6.99 for some chips to go with the root beer. That was my plan also, Vivian. Wow. I think everyone knows me a bit too well. Thank you very much for your support as always, Vivian. And I think this old building is slated to be redeveloped soon. The other side, the north side, is completely covered with graffiti. You can see through the building actually to where the graffiti is covering the glass on the other side of the building. And there's another old building up ahead that's also in a similar condition that will be redeveloped. This one maybe doesn't have any immediate plans, but the other one up ahead does. There's a development notice on the building. Used to be filled with movie props. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here is Delaware Avenue. I always think of Buffalo whenever I see this. I think one of their main streets is called Delaware Avenue. Hey, John O'Meara, hello. And Cliff, thank you for subscribing to Megan's channel. I'm sure she appreciates that very much. Yeah, rents have been rising quite a bit in the city, even if real estate prices are coming down. Rents have still been rising. But there's talk that with the increased immigration levels, up to 500,000 new immigrants will be arriving in Canada within the next few years. I think the levels are at over 400,000 for the next couple of years, and then 500,000 for the following year, maybe 3 years from now. But in any case, that's a lot of new immigrants, and most immigrants tend to settle in the major cities, and Toronto gets the bulk of them. So that's going to be a lot of new people coming to the Greater Toronto area, and they're going to have to build a lot of new housing units to house everyone. And there's already a glut of units coming onto the market this year due to the condo boom. And so prices might be coming down in the future for rentals in the city. Hey, John G. Sirowick, hello. Well, if there's too much supply on the market, then prices will be forced to come down, basically. Here's that other building. So that one does have the development notice on it. I should get into the construction industry. I kind of like just watching from the from the sidelines. And hey, Virginia, a $10 super chat from Virginia Wedlake. Wow, thank you very much. That is awesome support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the walk as we make our way downtown, passing Joe's Convenience. That's not an old school looking corner store. I don't know what is. I'm not sure of all the particulars, Todd. I just know that within the next 3 or 4 years, probably close to 1 million new immigrants will be coming into Canada. And Ontario takes in a majority of those numbers, and the Greater Toronto Area takes in a majority of immigrants to Ontario. Wasn't there a grocery store here before? Now a new residential building is going here. What's the best thing about Toronto? Mark wants to know. Well, to me, the best thing is never-ending skyscraper construction for me to look at. As a skyscraper geek, there's no better place to live in Canada. And at this moment in time, almost in North America, really, New York City has some taller skyscrapers going up, but Toronto has more skyscrapers under construction than even New York City right now. A skyscraper is considered a building of at least 500 feet or 150 meters in height. So if you only include buildings in that range under construction, Toronto has more than any other city in North America right now that are being built. And I like to see them all rise. And I just love the atmosphere and vibrancy of the city. The never-ending places to walk, neighborhoods galore that are interesting. Crime is low, despite what the media kind of makes it seem like. The media gives the impression that crime is out of control, but crime is low in Toronto compared to most other major cities, especially major American cities, obviously. There are some Canadian major cities with lower crime rates than Toronto, but Toronto is still on the lower end for crime among Canadian cities. Hey, Brad Palmer, $5 to start the ice cream sandwich fund. Thank you very much, Brad. Yes, all the funds. Everyone knows all my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. If you ever want a portable toilet, that's right, do your business on somebody's front lawn, why not? Hey, I know, Whitby dude. For a lover of tall buildings, that was like the worst thing that could have happened to me at the time, living in North Bay. We had one building that was in the teens as far as number of stories go. 14 stories, and it had to get demolished. I was like, as if this happens here. Do I think Larry David would succeed as a walk-tuber? You know, he might. You know, he might. I could see him making some amusing observations. I'm sure people would tune in to see what he has to say. Yeah, that's another big plus, is the food options, for sure. Food is incredible in the city. You can get almost anything you want, really. This is a fairly new Farm Boy location here. That's a grocery store. Hey, I see we hit 200 concurrent viewers. So hey, welcome to the channel if there's anyone new. Hope you're enjoying the walk. Why don't you come and say hello in the chat? No pressure. Or hit that subscribe button if you want to say hello. Or don't. It would be cooler if you did, though. Starting to rain a bit again. Hey, crikey, hello. You're my 200th viewer? I jinxed it by mentioning it, and it dipped below 200 again. I always do that. Check out this laneway. How far down does that go? Hey, Pamela, hello. Hello, Darlene. There's Christie Street. I'm sure you've all heard the old commercials, Mr. Christie, you make good cookies? Well, that's the same Christie. I think this Christie is named after that Christie. Or that Christie is named after... One's named after the other. Same with Christie Pitts Park. Hello, Colleen. Thai mango, but try our delicious Italian food. That's a strange combination. Thank you, Vivian. And Andrew Nielsen, $5 super sticker. Thank you as well to Andrew for the support. Appreciate it very much. Hope you're enjoying the walk along Dupont Street as I get a little bit wet. I don't mind. It's not coming down hard enough to disrupt anything. Yesterday would have been a different story. It was just raining non-stop and raining hard yesterday. I thought about going out and streaming in it, but I knew that I would end up with a wrecked umbrella and a drenched gimbal and a drenched phone and a drenched Ken. So I thought, maybe not. Hello, TTC fan. Hello. Yeah, hey, welcome back. Yeah, that's true, Bill Chow. Toronto is quite a bit more diverse among a wider range of backgrounds and country of origin than Vancouver is. Hello, John. Oh, that's cool. I see a bunch of superheroes up ahead there. I see Batman, I see Superman, I see Wonder Woman, I think I see Aquaman, and I see Ralph Smith McKenzie sending a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Ralph. Appreciate your support very much. And hello, Antonio from Brazil. What in the heck? Where did all this glass come from? It looks like the kind of glass that is on a bus shelter or something of that nature. But that's not a bus shelter. Yeah, that makes sense. The car accident. That makes sense. As if I didn't think of that. Adoy. PAG. I wouldn't exactly refer to this as the fashion district, unless there's something fashionable about it that you know that I don't know. Hello, Shonda. And Shavabalan, hello. Shandon Sarkar, this is Dupont Street. We're just skirting the northern edges of the Annex neighborhood. We're coming up to it. Sort of on the west side. And we're heading east. So here's the very northern end of Palmerston Avenue. So if you go south along here, you'll pass through Koreatown, and then you'll pass through Little Italy to the south of that, and then it'll take you all the way down past Queen Street West. Hello, Laura in Mexico. Welcome. Oh, thanks very much, PAG. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was good to pass that milestone. Thank you again, Sapand, also. Hey, JK. Yeah, that was my last stream. That was a fun stream on New Year's Eve. A good crew, and I rewatched the replay for my stream later, and even though it was lagging during the fireworks, the audio was uninterrupted. So the audio was perfect, but the video was a bit laggy, but it still survived through the entire fireworks. So that was good. I'm not sure if any other local live streamers managed to keep their stream going through the fireworks. I just lucked out there, I guess. And here is Bathurst Street. We're walking east. That's looking south, down Bathurst. The Vesta Lunch, that's sort of a famous local establishment. It's been there forever. It's appeared in many books and photos of the city and things like that. Paintings even. FM 303, hello.
I was thinking about doing it by myself. Like, no. I'm like, no, I should just go.
I'm glad to bring you back to your old neighborhood. And Chris Back, hello. Hello. Yeah, I just passed it, PAG. I'm glad you enjoyed the New Year's stream, Chris Back. Hello, Justin Morrison. Yeah, mine might have been the only one that survived, Bill. Like through the height of the countdown and the fireworks. And it cut out right after the fireworks ended, so the timing was about as good as it can get, I guess. Yeah, that's right, Sapand. Yeah, it was a bit of a cool effect, Whitby dude. I thought, well, you know, it's not that bad. Like Action Kid's stream died also. Right when the countdown was underway, his stream died. It just seems to be the way it goes when you try to live stream these sorts of things. Yeah, there's some nice little spots on Dupont here. So we're kind of walking along the northern boundary of the Annex neighborhood now. By going by Casa Loma, not directly by. We might be able to catch a glimpse of it up to the north here as I walk past this intersection coming up. Hey, Marvin Engel. Well, hey, welcome. I'm glad you watched quietly. Nothing wrong with that. Nice of you to come out and say hi. Lurking is perfectly acceptable. Here is Brunswick Ave. That will take you down into the heart of the Annex. Oh, is that so random one? Well, there you go. Toronto is just as good as South Africa today. I bet you it's a bit warmer though, where you are. I think it's around 4 Celsius here. And there's Casa Loma off in the distance. Kind of a cool sight. Although that view will be gone soon because this new building under construction here will completely block it. But I think you can still get some other views further along Dupont Street. Hello, crows and ravens. Yes, thanks Vivian. Yes, by all means, If you're enjoying the walk, hit the thumbs up. And if there was a thumbs down button, hit that too if you're not enjoying the walk. Any interaction is good. And of course the subscribe button, that goes without saying. An interesting old building. I don't think I've ever noticed it before. That looks like an addition they stuck on top of it though. At least it's still brick. Well, part of it anyway. Some of the nice residential streets here in the Annex. These houses now, you're paying millions for these homes. You're starting at $2 million. I never noticed that Krispy Kreme location before. Here's Spadina Road. So that's the way to get up to Casa Loma. And there's Dupont subway station. There's another entrance on this corner too. And that lady gave that truck turning the corner the finger. I don't think I caught it on camera though. And there's another look at Casa Loma. So this view won't be covered up by a building. It will always be here. Well, I can't say always, but at least for the time being. Yeah, I think house prices greatly outran inflation in the Toronto area by about 10 times. Got some nice places here. Bell's Bakery, Nancy's Cheese, Euphoria, Cafe and Bakery. Fet Zun, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Schwablan, yeah, we just passed the subway station. Now, this is kind of fairly typical of lots of winter days in Toronto, actually. This sort of gray, damp, overcast, drizzly conditions. That's why Megan got me these waterproof shoes for Christmas. my waterproof Vessi shoes. But she knew I'd be walking around in these conditions all the time, and I often ended up with wet socks, as you probably know if you've watched any of my previous videos. Yeah, that is a big LCBO. Yeah, I find them comfortable. I was reading some reviews for the Vessi shoes, and a lot of people don't like them. Say they're not comfortable and all sorts of things, and no support and all that, but I find them comfortable. I find them nice and cushiony and springy. Maybe I'm just comparing them to my Converse All-Stars that I usually wear, which have basically no support and no cushioning whatsoever. So to me, these feel like I'm walking on a cloud. Yeah, I thought about that, Novokos. A lot of channels do have Vessi as a sponsor, but how many of them are actually walking channels? Not too many, I bet. It makes more sense for them to sponsor a channel like this. Look at that place over there, Superette. That seems like an old-fashioned kind of establishment. Hey, the mighty bowl. Boom, boom, boom. Poorhouse. Hey, Chris back. Awesome. Thank you. She'll be happy to know that. Martino Pizza and Asian Fusion Kitchen. And this one just says food, although it's currently for lease. What did it say before? It said, I can't make it out. Yeah, I can't make out the name that it said before food was taken down. Yes, that's right, Chavabalan. I can walk for hours, really, without any real problems. The Superette a weed shop? I thought it was something cooler. Oh well. Hey, Craig O'Connor, hello. Here's a kitchen table location. This is like a little supermarket. A bit pricey. There used to be one at the Atrium on Bay. There's an espresso bar. Seems to be closed for the day. And Dupont Street continues on, but it comes to an end. A little further ahead, it transitions into basically a residential street for the rest of its length. So Davenport Road branches off here. I'm going to start heading into downtown along Davenport. So we walked almost the entire length of Dupont Street. Hello, LMAO. Yeah, we're going to be coming into a busy construction zone now that we're coming right into the core of the city. There's another Circle K. Strange things are afoot. Actually, this is a Circle K car wash? What the heck? Is there a store attached to it? Hello, Rob Blog from Maple Bay, Vancouver Island. I remember you. I guess we have similar weather. Might be a bit warmer where you are, but on the plus side with overcast, rainy conditions, not too different. Yeah, me neither, Jenny. A Circle K car wash. That was new to me. Are kids back in school? I'm not sure. They should be, right? Maybe this Monday they go back to school? Okay, Monday. Yeah, that's awesome, Chris. That's an exciting time. I remember when I was on the verge of becoming a Torontonian. Let me cross to the other side here. For me, that was over 12 years ago. And I have no regrets. I think I'm going to plug in my power bank here. If I can find the stupid cord. I have to put the gimbal down for a sec. Put it this way. Sorry, I can't see the chat for a minute here. All right, power bank plugged in. I saw my battery was down to 30%, so that's usually when it starts dying at a rapid pace. The snow came and gone. Dgent 777. Hoping to go to Toronto or Vancouver next year. Well, I hope you can make it happen. If you're in the city, in either of those places, you can avoid most of those things. Hopefully my power bank is keeping my phone alive. Hello, Maki Tasima from Japan. Or perhaps it's Tasima. Suddenly sounds quiet here on Davenport Road. Yeah, some nice outdoor charging stations would definitely help out for people doing what I do anyway. But kind of be stuck waiting around in one spot. And here is Avenue Road. Whoa, this car is backing up like they don't realize people walk through these intersections because they were a dingus and went too far. Not supposed to go that far out in the intersection there. Yeah, we have seen quite a few fire trucks, haven't we? Just checking to see if my power bank is actually doing its job. Seems to be. Lots of neat shops and galleries along this part of Davenport here. bit upscale. We're kind of at the northern end of the Yorkville neighborhood here. The heart of Yorkville is just across the road. I think that's Hazelton Avenue right there. Hello, Midge Adams. Private Wealth Management. I don't think I'll be needing their services anytime soon. Kaboom! Here's the Yorkville skyline. Looking rather impressive. Hey, that's good to know. We've helped you out, Chris Back. You feel a lot more confident in the city as to where you're going and where places are. Yeah, Bill Child, his phone does not hold its power as long as it used to, that's for sure. The battery dies in about half the time now that it used to. So this is sort of the ritzy end of downtown, the northern end of downtown. Things are pretty upscale and expensive around here. Nice townhomes there, although I don't think they're historic. I think they were just made to look historic, but they did a good job. let's just keep following Davenport Road. It eventually will end at Yonge Street, and then it will become Church Street on the other side. Now you can tell this building is extremely upscale and expensive just by looking at it. And so are these two, actually. And it looks like they're cramming in another building on this little corner lot here. 19 stories. The Florian. Where do I like to go to dinner? Not too expensive. I like this place on Yonge Street that I've been frequenting lately with Megan whenever she's in town, called Thai on Yonge. Just a nice little spot. They have a good pad thai close to where I live. Yeah, that's my go-to place now. Megan likes it too. There's seats right by the window on the second floor overlooking Yonge Street, so you can sit there and watch all the action. The rain is coming back again. Is that another fire truck? Yeah, I think it is. Yep. That's a good song, Novakos. So here's Bay Street. That'll take you right down into the heart of the skyscraper canyon, heading towards the financial district, and eventually to Lake Ontario. If you take your time and walk at a casual pace, it's about an hour's walk. If you walk more quickly like me, it's more like a 45-minute walk, but it's pretty much tall buildings the entire way. Hey, Jay Smith, hello. Yeah, these are those two expensive buildings. I mean, most of the buildings around here are expensive, but these ones are quite notable. I think one St. Thomas might be the most expensive. I'm just guessing. That's that white one down at the corner of Charles Street, south of Bloor. Hey, Dave in Bangor, Maine, hello. Yeah, Chris back, that's a good plan. It's the Stone Church. Looks like these little old buildings here are not long for the world. 61-story building. It's the plan for this site. You found your spot, Novelcos, whenever you're in Toronto. And here's the Masonic Temple building. Once upon a time, the Mike Bullard talk show was produced at this location. Anybody remember that show? This is a cute little parkette here. The Frank Stollery parkette. I think Stollery's was his store on the corner of Yonge and Bloor, which was demolished to make way for the new super tall skyscraper that's currently under construction called the One. And that's another new tower going up right there. That's going to be a tall one. Over 200 meters. Hey, Mick Manning, $10. Grab yourself a coffee, my friend. Thank you very much, Mick, for that awesome super chat support. I hope you're enjoying the walk. As I get a little bit wet, but not too bad. No umbrella has been necessary so far with all this rain, just very light. And it's Yonge Street. And another fire truck. Fire trucks are just everywhere today. Hey, Big S, hello. Yeah, that's right. MTV Canada had their studios in that building too. When they actually had hosts and they produced programs and things of that nature. That doesn't happen anymore. All this walking is making you thirsty. Can't help but think of that Seinfeld episode now, where George and Kramer keep saying, "These pretzels are making me thirsty." That was Kramer's line in the Woody Allen movie that he was got a part in. "These pretzels are making me thirsty." Yeah, that guy was tweaking, I think. He was definitely not in the best place. And here's the big downtown library branch, Toronto Reference Library. I tried to walk in here to show everyone how awesome it looks on the inside during a recent live stream, and security kicked me out. So, boo. They wanted me to stop my live stream, and I was like, nope, I cannot do that. But I will leave. You got it, crikey. Well, this is a burger place now. This used to be like King Palace or King Place, or it was a place to get some spicy Pakistani food, I think, at one time. I think there's still a King Palace location, though, at Dundas and Sherbourne. which was very similar to what was here. Yeah, those darn dinguses, right? Park Road. So we'll just keep following Church here. We're now on Church Street, by the way. But you never have any trouble getting a photograph of a dingus. Can't say the same about Sasquatch. Yes, thanks Sapan for the update. Right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you see a button, just hit it. Don't even think about it. It can only help the channel. This little street is all interlocking brick here. Asquith Avenue, that's what that's called. Yeah, unfortunately we do have proof. Apparently talking has become difficult. We do have photographic proof of dinguses and video proof as well, in the form of a compilation that I recently posted. A succession of dinguses, one after the other. Not those buttons, the buttons you see on the screen around the YouTubes, those ones. And here is Church and Bloor. There's a look west. You like my dingus documentary? Awesome. You're welcome, watcher. Hope to see you again next time. Have a great day. That's a good enough definition as any, McManning. It's getting a bit wet, but nothing it can't handle. Same with the gimbal. Hello, Sophie Yin. And I hope you've been enjoying the walk. Another fire truck? Is he going to turn on his siren? We're walking east on Bloor Street East. And my power bank is doing its job. I haven't lost any battery power since I plugged it in. All right, Mick Manning. Enjoy the rest of the workday, if that's possible. The old church, yeah, it's a nice one. I've always admired this whenever I walk past. So we're at the northern edge of downtown here. Well, that's where we've been walking along for quite a while now, once we hit Davenport Road. Skirting along the northern edge. Let's look down Ted Rogers Way. It becomes Jarvis Street, just a bit further down. That'll take you all the way down to the lakeshore. You can get onto the Gardner Expressway. That's what most people use Jarvis Street for, a traffic funnel to get across downtown, north-south, off and on of the Gardner Expressway. John Doe, yeah, although there have been a number of churches that have been redeveloped, but they usually preserve the old church building and then build a new residential tower right next to it or behind it, or sometimes on top of it. Gustavo, I suppose we are in good shape for walking, yeah. These feet are made for walking. And that's just what they do. So that's the traffic funnel. As it continues north, it becomes Mount Pleasant Road. That'll take you up through Midtown and skirting on the eastern edges of Strides Land. And there's the headquarters of one of the evil empires. I say that half jokingly, but some people take that very seriously. The other evil empire I use is my provider. So it's either one or the other. And we're approaching Sherborne. Hello, Dougie, 731 in Spring Hill, Florida. How you doing? Hello, Toronto guy. From another Toronto guy. Yeah, it's another Circle K. That one is not a car wash. So strange things are most likely afoot in there. And here is Sherborne subway station. Windy here. And now we're walking south on Sherborne. We're just coming into the St. Jamestown neighborhood. A new tower will be rising here. It's going to be a tall one, around 50 stories or so. Egg Smart now open. So I guess this building will just be business as usual as this construction gets underway all around it. Because they're just starting construction on this site for another tower that will also be in the 50-story range. See, these buildings are soon to be demolished. But the Egg Smart building on the corner will remain. They're going to be surrounded by noise and dust and construction for the next few years. They've started demolishing some of the old buildings here already, actually. So there was a building here. It's not here anymore. And I like what they did across the street here. They preserved these two old mansions, and they even moved them over to make way for the new buildings that rose behind them. But they preserved the old mansions in their entirety. Just with a slight relocation. And this one is coming down as well. There's St. Jamestown. Most densely populated neighborhood in all of Canada. Hey, thanks Dougie731. And this is a neat old building here. The Isabella Hotel. I like how the old kind of home portion of it here. Finding words is difficult today. I like how it has a turret. I'm always a fan of turrets. And I noticed recently that on the back side of the taller portion here, there's a fire escape. So I'll have to investigate that fire escape sometime. Hey Lena, I'm doing great, thanks. How are you doing? Well, sometimes it's necessary. You have to add density in the heart of the city. When you're not allowed to add density in other parts of the city, you have no choice but to cram it all into the areas where you are allowed density. Maybe 21st century. But hey, look what I found. I found the Fresco, where I get the root beer. And the chips. So I'm going to wrap up the stream. Just past the 2-hour mark. So thank you everyone for joining me on this somewhat rainy, somewhat overcast, long walk along mostly Dupont Street, starting from the Junction Triangle all the way down here to Sherbourne. So thanks everyone for all the awesome chats. Thanks to the mods. Thank you everyone who sent a super chat, super sticker, or any PayPal donations. Very, very much appreciated. And of course I'll be streaming again in a few days, so keep an eye out for that. And my daily videos, of course, on days when I don't stream. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that if you want. I would like it. It would be good.
You got you taking pictures, like I don't want my image being captured.
Well, I found a dingus. A last minute dingus. So thanks everyone, I'll see you next time. Have a great day everyone, and the weekend is upon us, so have a good weekend. I'll be seeing you then. That guy over there didn't want to be on camera. Alright, bye everyone. Time to get the root beer.